Welcome back to Breslov campus. Some insights in Parshat Vayigash, the parsha of the week. The opening verse, I'll be reading from a book, of course, reads like this: Vayigash elav Yehuda, and Yehuda approached Joseph. Vayomer, and he said, Bi Adoni, please my master. Yidaber na'avdecha davar be'oznei Adoni. Let me please speak a word in your ears, the ears of my Lord, you my master. Ve'al yicha apecha be'avdecha, and don't get upset with me. Ki chamocha keFaroah, because you are to me like Pharoah. On the simple level means that I respect you like a king, like Pharoah. Okay? So now Reb Noson says something amazing here. Here is hinted the concept that a Jew and Hashem is not enough. You need a tzaddik. You need a tzaddik. You need a tzaddik. It has to be drilled in the head. You're going to need a tzaddik in life to be there for you, to help you. In which area? This verse that we just read now is hinting to in the area specifically of davening. Normally, people feel davening to be a very big burden. And it's only normal. You're saying the exact same words for every day of your life. 365 days a year, you're saying Shacharit, Mincha, Arvit, at least the bulk of the prayer. There's differences between Shabbat and Rosh Chodesh and Yom Tov, Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, fine. But in the bulk of the davening, you're saying the same words every single day, every day of your life. And it's normal that the davening should get very heavy and that a person should be out of it. What's needed is renewal and vigor to be able to daven every day with a new attitude, with a freshness that he's never experienced, and that he can tap into and connect to the words of the prayer with this freshness. This comes about, Rabbi Nachman teaches, through attaching your prayers to the Tzaddik. What does it mean to attach your prayers to the Tzaddik? It doesn't mean, God forbid, that you're davening to the Tzaddik. You're davening to Hashem, but with an extra boost, an energizer boost that comes to you, that gets to you by being close, by attaching your prayers to the Tzaddikim. Because the greatness of the Tzaddikim is they've mastered the ability of prayer. Prayer is the indicator that the Tzaddik has become a Tzaddik. In other words, it's shown, it reflects itself in the quality of the prayer of the Tzaddikim. And they reach such a high level of sanctity and holiness that they can also help lift up and boost even a regular Jew's prayers. The guy who's so out of it, it's so heavy for him, he wants to daven, but it's almost impossible to say the words because it's like stones. The tzaddik is able to boost that person, that his davening really goes a long way and gets elevated and comes out with such force and vigor and energy. So now, this, Reb Noson explains, is hinted to in this verse here. And Vayigash elav Yehuda. Judah is the idea of the Jew. A Jew is called Yehudi. And we're called Jews from the tribe of Judah. So the Jew, he came forth, and the Rashi explains the word Vayigash can mean also prayer, that a person comes forth with prayer. That the Jew, Yehuda, brought forth his prayer to him. To who? To Yosef. Yosef is called Yosef the Tzaddik. He's called the Tzaddik. Yosef Tzaddik. We know that from the Torah's expression of the whole story of Yosef, how he earned the title to be a Tzaddik, with the whole incident of Potiphar's wife, etc. So, Yehuda, the Jew, brings his prayer, Hagasha, bringing the prayer to Yosef Tzaddik. And he asked the Tzaddik, please, my master, let me speak a word in your ears. In other words, I'm going to say words of prayer, of supplications. That's the word na. Yedaber na. Let me speak, please. The word please means submission, supplications, penitentials, requests, a submitted attitude of davening, of prayer. Let me bring my prayers into your ears. I'm not davening to you, but let my prayers be attached to you so you can hear my prayers also, so that they will be elevated. And I'm saying one more point. please don't get angry with me. In other words, your servant, as opposed to the tzaddikim, we're all considered servants. Because the Gemara says that when the tzaddik comes along, it's a mitzvah for the rest of the Jewish people to serve that big, outstanding Torah scholar and tzaddik. We all develop the attitude of a servant vis-a-vis the tzaddikim. We're their servants in a sense. We're all servants of Hashem. No one's doubting that. But when it comes to a tzaddik who's earned the title, a layman must serve. It's a mitzvah. It's a mitzvah for the layman to respect and serve and welcome and see to the needs of this Torah scholar and this tzaddik. And here he's saying, the Jew is saying, don't get upset that my bad deeds are so bad and I'm so crooked and I have such bad thoughts in my davening. As I am, please just listen to the words of my davening, because my heart is sincere inside. And I'm asking you to do this. Why? Ki chamocha ke because I'm being constantly attacked by bad thoughts in the davening, and they don't let me daven. And the bad, intruding and bothersome thoughts in the davening are called Paro. Because Paro, believe it or not, is the idea of the distorted imagination. That was the trickery used by Paro in Egypt to get the Jews trapped into slavery, like the Torah explains, that he was the one who was able to fool the Jews to eventually leading them into slavery. So Paro connotes the idea of imagination, of distortions. And these distortions don't allow a person to pray with a full heart, sincerely. So I'm asking you, the tzaddik, Judah, the Jew, is asking the tzaddik, please let my prayers be attached to you, so that you can elevate them, you can give me that boost in my davening, because if you don't do this, I'm going to be trapped under the influence of Paro in my davening, and my davening won't go up. So it goes to say that this parsha, Vayigash, is a propitious time, especially that it falls after Chanukah, to reconnect to the light of the tzaddikim, which is especially shown by the lights of Chanukah, and by doing so, B'ezrat Hashem, to have our prayers with much more force, being elevated and getting to the proper direction in life.